The thing that really I was astounded by is the voice. How does the voice arise, or do you rise to the voice?
I think probably some combination of the two. With the voice being such a deep personal reflection of character, of who we are. And that voice may be quite a surprising reflection of who we seem to be in some cases, but it is undoubtedly, it's kind of a fingerprint of the soul.
I think Christ grasped that, and I have seen it work. Good morning.
Get off the pavement, you bloody coon.
Yeah, get off.
Careful.
Alan, what you doing?
Nothing.
Come up where I can see you. I said, what you doing?
We were just trying to clean up the neighborhood a little.
You're late for work already. I thought you'd gone 10 minutes ago. Get on!
I'm dead impressed by all this. You were the one at school, the one they liked.
All the packers like me.
What kind of work is it? Variety. Variety of menial things. Cleaning windows kind of thing, yeah? I wouldn't be working for you now if I wanted to go on being a bad boy.
This means more. Real work, expansion.
Salim will kill us. It's work, that's why. I want to do some work for a change instead of all this hanging around. What, you jealous?
I have no profession. My attitude, quite an indefensible one, is that so long as I'm no trouble to anyone, I have the right to do as I like. It is, I dare say, an example of my decadence. It's so disgusting the way an engagement is regarded as public property. All those old women smirking.
One has to go through it, I suppose. They won't notice us so very much next time.
But my point is that their whole attitude is wrong. An engagement, horrid word in the first place, is a private matter and should be regarded as such.
Oh.
There's your philosophizing parson.
Don't you like Mr. Beebe either?
I never said so. I consider him far above the average.
Yeah, I know what age that is. That's 10-year-old. Same age as me.
Don't give him any more.
Boom!
Take that whiskey from him, Tony.
Touch it, and I'll kick you in the only part of your anatomy that's animated. Why did you say you loved me?
Because I do love you.
Ah, you mean platonic love. I've had nothing but platonic love all my life. Do you know what I say? Fuck Plato! Fuck all love. There's not 100% commitment.
Would Margot use the ways of Le Francais and the Yengeese? Would you?
Yes!
Would the Huron make his Algonquin brothers foolish with brandy and steal his lands to sell them for gold to the white man? Would Huron have greed for more land than a man can use? Would Huron pull Senegrin to take in all the furs of all the animals of the forest for beads and strong whiskey? Those are the ways of the Yengeese and the Francais traders, and their masters in Europe infected with the sickness of greed. Mago's heart is twisted. He would make himself into what twisted him. I'm Nathaniel of the Yengeese, Hawkeye, adopted son of Chingachgook of the Mohican people. Let the children of the dead Monroe and the Yengeese officer go free. This belt, which is a record of the days of my father's people, speaks for my truth.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Why do you always follow me? Huh? Hey, why do you always follow me when I do something wrong? Why can't you follow me when I do something right?
What are you talking about?
Huh? What am I talking about? I'm talking about the medal.
What medal?
What fucking medal? What fucking medal? I'm talking about the only fucking medal that was ever in our house. That fucking medal. The medal I won at football. And you was on the sidelines shouting instructions. Like, you could only see what I was doing. You couldn't even fucking play football. And you could only see what I was doing wrong. I could never do anything good enough for you. And after the game, you came up to me and you said, Jerry, did you foul the ball? And I walked away from you. Do you remember now? I walked away from you into the dressing room. You followed me in there and you said again, Jerry, did you foul the ball? And all the other fathers were in there. They were laughing at you, calling you poor Giuseppe. And I ran out and I hid. And I wrote your name on the ground. Your stupid Giuseppe fucking name. I wrote it in the dirt and I fucking pissed on it. I pissed on it. Because I did foul the ball. What did it matter? We won. For once in our lives, we won. You ruined that medal for me. I took it to the pawn. And they laughed at me. They wouldn't even give me 50 pence for it.
This is shock.
And that's when I started to rob. The proof that I was no good.
In prison, you get used to silence, you know? I mean, at first, you hold on to all the old voices in your head. Kids you knew at school, old friends and such. And after a while, those voices start to fade. And you end up talking to yourself, a bit of company. And then something strange happens. It's as if even your own voice doesn't belong there. In the silence. It's unwelcome.
Go on, Danny.
In the end, if the silence becomes your best friend, and in the quiet, a face will come to you. And you talk to that person without saying anything. I'm not making any sense. Never make any fucking sense. I killed the last honorable man 15 years ago. Since then, you seen his portrait from downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Is your mouth all glued up with connie juice? I asked you a question.
I said I seen it, sir.
Oh, you got a murderous rage in you, and I like it. Oh, it's life boiling up inside of you. It's good. The priest and me, we lived by the same principles. It was only faith divided us. He gave me this, you know. That was the finest beating I ever took. My face was pulp, my guts was pierced, my ribs was all mashed up. When he came to finish me, I couldn't look him in the eye. He spared me because he wanted me to live in shame. This was a great man. A great man. So I cut out the eye that looked away. Sent it to him wrapped in blue paper. I would have cut them both out if I could have fought him blind. And I rose back up again with a full heart and buried him in his own.
I felt the war demanded it. My oath demanded it. I felt right with myself, and I hoped it was legal to do it. I'm hoping still. 2 years ago, I proclaimed these people emancipated. Then, thenceforward and forever free. Let's say the courts decide I had no authority to do it. They might well decide that. Say there's no amendment abolishing slavery. Says after the war, and I can no longer use my war powers to just ignore the court's decisions like I sometimes felt I had to do. Might those people I freed be ordered back into slavery? That's why I'd like to get the 13th Amendment through the House and on its way to ratification by the states, wrap the whole slavery thing up forever and aye as soon as I'm able. Now! End of this month! And I'd like you to stand behind me like my cabinet's most always done.